Hey, today I'm going to teach you how to do this painting of a wave. It is Bob Ross inspired, so you're definitely going to enjoy. First things first, you're going to need some fan brushes, a 1-inch brush, a blending brush, and then a small brush, like a liner brush would work. I'm using pastel colors just because I'm doing a pastel themed sky sunset theme, but you could always do traditional blue. The main thing is to coat your canvas with the liquid clear or linseed oil just to make all the background colors blend easily. I'm starting off with some baby blue, and the important thing is that I'm working from the edges of the canvas and I'm pulling towards the middle, and I'm not really applying any paint in the middle, I'm just blending it. And then I am going to add some pink and then a little bit of purple just to give it the same kind of vibe as the sky. And this is called the wet on wet technique if you're not familiar. Bob Ross, he is one that made it very popular, and it really makes painting this wave super easy and fun. And I hope you see that when we get to that point. And then here we are now. I'm adding a lot more pink because I just wanted it to be a little bit darker. And you see how I'm just pulling that paint across the middle, and it kind of gives it a glimmer of like the sunset's kind of sparkling on the horizon. And I wanted to clean up my horizon line, so I'm using my liner brush just to straighten out this line. Same brush, just with some titanium white, and I'm just gonna now make the wave shape. I'm making like a squiggly line and then just pulling it down in the middle. This is kind of gonna guide where I put the paint next, and I decided I wanted my wave to be a little bit bigger, so don't mind. And then you can just kind of close up this box here with another squiggly line at the bottom. This will make sense soon, I promise. Get your fan brush, load it with titanium white and a tad bit of paint thinner, and just make these C shape when you pull up. Just kind of like the letter C. Do the same thing, start at the top line, but this time make the direction line up with the other line so that you can kind of blend them together. So this is where you just have to pay attention to this direction that you're used where you're moving your brush. And I should have put some yellow here in the beginning, but it doesn't hurt to do it now. We're just going to have to apply some more white over it. And this is going to kind of make the eye of the wave look like the sun is kind of shimmering through it. Just make sure you blend it real good. Get back into your fan brush with some titanium white and just make those C shape movements. This time in the opposite direction, so I guess it's a backward C. That accidentally got some pink, but no fear, just blend it right in. And you would absolutely not be able to do this if it wasn't for the linseed oil or the liquid clear to be on the canvas. So now the same fan brush, we just have a dark color. And you could just use the dark shadow color that you're using on your landscape. I'm using the darkest color that I have in my sky. And I'm just pulling it down. Make sure to pull down from each sides of the wave. This is just going to be the background shadow, so you don't have to worry too much about exactly where the lines are headed. The white, you'll have to pay more attention. And just add a little to the top of the wave. That will make it have a little shadow. We've got some titanium white and paint thinner on the brush, and this is when you pull it down from each side, and then when you get to the middle, you're just going to have to pull it from the middle. That way it looks like the water is coming from both sides. Now we're going to create the splashes, and that's with the same shadow color that we used for the dark part of the wave. And with the fan brush, we're just going to add some titanium white and use the edge of the brush to tap in some water splashes. You just got to use the edge of the brush. You don't have to use the whole thing. Add some paint thinner if you need to. And just tap it in. Same brush, we're going to make a reflection of water by pulling some titanium white straight down, starting at the bottom of the wave. Sometimes you could even add a little yellow, and that will make it look really nice too. With the soft brush, just blend back and forth. And this is when you could kind of see the dimensions starting to form. And I'm just using a makeup brush. They work surprisingly well. Jesus, they're doing fireworks already. It's not even July. And so now we're using a palette knife, and we are just got a glob of paint. We're making a line. We're going to pull back the paint we just applied with the fan brush in a sideways kind of direction so that it looks like it's going back into the ocean. This is water that is flowing back into the ocean. I'm going to do one more line at the bottom with the palette knife, and it doesn't need to be a perfect line because water doesn't come out in a line. And just use a fan brush to pull it back. It is really coming together. Hope your guys' paintings are looking great. Don't forget to send them to me. I would love to see them. And really just one step after this and we are done. Same brush, just add some titanium white and go back and forth. We gotta make it look like there's some waves back there. There's not just one wave in a calm water. And I'm just random lines. I'm not thinking too much. And since I'm doing a sunset, I'm gonna do the same thing but with some yellow. And I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe.